Hello, 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 and welcome to 52 Weeks of Flow, the podcast that delves into the depths of human potential and the transformative power of flow. I'm your host, Bea-Marie Aning, your navigator on this exciting journey. Today's episode is all about the superpowers of creative entrepreneurs. How we can keep our inspiration alive and thrive in the midst of entrepreneurial hustle. So buckle up, folks, and get ready for an empowering ride.
Welcome to 52 Weeks of Flow. This is a moving river podcast, hosted by multifaceted entrepreneur and transformational coach Bea-Marie Aning. In this podcast, we want to help you discover the concept of flow and show you ways to get into flow and how you can keep your life flowy.
In today's fast-paced world of entrepreneurship, it's easy to get caught up in the highlight reels of others. We see the picture-perfect home offices, the meticulously curated social media feeds, and we wonder, can I ever measure up? But here's the thing, my fellow entrepreneurs, we are those women. We are the dreamers, we are the doers, and we are the achievers. We get things done, and we get them done amazingly well. Yet in our pursuit of excellence, we sometimes find ourselves facing the not-so-glamorous entrepreneurial burnout. It's that feeling that drains our energy, dampens our creativity, and leaves us questioning our worth. But fear not, because today I'm sharing the superpowers that can help you overcome burnout and embrace imperfection. In the early days of my entrepreneurial journey, I was caught up in this perfectionist trap. I believed that everything I did had to be flawless, polished, and without a single flaw. The fear of imperfection paralyzed me. I carefully planned every detail, endlessly seeking the unattainable goal of perfection. However, this pursuit of flawlessness left me stuck in a cycle of overthinking and self-doubt. I hesitated to take action because I was afraid to make mistakes. The turning point came when I realized that waiting for the perfect moment was a never-ending loop. I understood that imperfection was not a sign of failure, but a stepping stone towards progress. I embraced the mantra, action over perfection. This shift in my mindset was revolutionary. It meant understanding that imperfection was not the end, but the beginning of the creative journey. Imperfect action was the catalyst that propelled me forward, allowing me to learn, adapt, and grow. Embracing imperfection became one of my superpowers. I discovered that imperfections were not weaknesses, but opportunities for growth. They made me relatable, authentic, and human. I shared my imperfect journey openly, allowing others to connect with my vulnerabilities. Imperfection, I realized, was a universal experience that bonded us all. Together, we celebrated our flaws and transformed them into sources of strength. Imperfection, once feared, became the raw material from which resilience and creativity blossomed. Vulnerability became my greatest ally. By openly sharing my imperfections, I created deep and meaningful connections with others. I realized that vulnerability was not a sign of weakness, but an act of courage. It allowed me to connect with my audience on a profound level, fostering a sense of community and support. Through vulnerability, we embraced imperfections collectively, learning from each other and growing together. Embracing imperfections isn't about settling for mediocrity. It's about understanding that perfection is an unattainable goal that and that our imperfections are powerful tools for growth and learning. Taking imperfect action is the first step. Instead of waiting for the perfect plan or the flawless idea, start where you are with what you have. Understand that your first attempt might not be perfect, and that's completely okay. What matters most is that you take that leap, try something new, and learn from experience. Celebrate every small win along the way. Recognize and acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how minor they may seem. Celebrate finishing a chapter of your book, landing a client, or successfully completing a challenging task. By celebrating these small victories, you reinforce the positive aspects of your journey, boosting your confidence and motivation. Have you ever heard of the GLOW list? Have I told you about that yet? Gratitude leads to outstanding wins. You can go back in time and find all your wins, where you overcame struggles and hardship, where you got back on the horse, and also where retrieving was a win as well. Write it down, and every time you doubt yourself or you have a business or identity crisis, read those wins out loud and acknowledge how far you have come. Embrace the learning process with curiosity and resilience. Understand that mistakes are not failures, but valuable lessons. When you make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself, analyze it. What can you learn from this experience? How can you improve next time? By reframing mistakes as opportunities for growth, you transform setbacks into stepping stones towards excellence. Imperfection teaches resilience, the ability to bounce back from challenges stronger and wiser. When things don't go as planned, instead of bending to frustration, see it as a chance to adapt and evolve. Resilience enables you to navigate these twists and turns of entrepreneurship with grace and determination. Imperfection fuels creativity and innovation. When you let go of the pressure to be perfect, you create space for experimentation and exploration. Imperfect situations often spark ingenuous solutions and fresh ideas. Embrace the freedom to think outside the box, to try unconventional approaches, and to innovate without the fear of failure. Imperfection liberates your creativity, allowing you to discover unique paths to success. Being open about my journey from imperfection to embracing imperfection allowed me to connect with others on a profound level. I shared my struggles and victories, creating a supportive community where everyone's imperfections were celebrated. Together, we learned that imperfection was not something to hide, but something to honor. Remember, embracing imperfection is not a one-time decision, but an ongoing practice. It's about adopting a mindset that values progress, resilience, creativity, and authenticity. By integrating these principles into your life and business, you'll not only navigate the challenges more gracefully, but also thrive in the beautiful messiness of imperfection. Thank you for joining me in exploring the transformative power of embracing imperfection in both our lives and our entrepreneurial ventures. I hope these practical insights inspire you to welcome imperfection as a guiding force, propelling you towards endless growth and fulfillment. And that's it. That's it for today. That's our show. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the 52 Weeks of Flow podcast. I'm giving you a virtual high five right now because you've completed another amazing episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd love for you to rate and review the show. Your feedback means the world to me and helps us bring on more incredible guests to inspire even more people. It only takes 10 seconds and I promise I read every comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and our newsletter at www.superwoman.coach to stay updated on all our latest news, discounts, trainings, workshops, and healing sessions. Thank you again for joining us on this episode of 52 Weeks of Flow. Until next time, keep shining, keep learning, keep growing, and keep flowing.